Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am Kathleen.
My name is Ilse.
And also Mocha Pause. This is What a K-Drama. Oh my gosh.
We'll live.
Your favorite K-drama and K-movie podcast, because we do watch a lot of stuff and we want to share our thoughts. That's kind of right.
She a rapper, she a rock star. At least we hope I'm having a stroke. Jesus. At least we hope that we are your favorite.
Please. Do not cheat.
Oh my god.
So today I'm sharing a drama that left me in pieces. I think I had a couple of meltdowns while watching the drama. I texted you because you were away. And I binge watched it because I was in love. Okay, we're talking about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. And for this episode, I have to absolutely give a shout out to the TikTok community that was watching Home Cha-Cha-Cha with me, because we were all broken inside.
I wasn't watching Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, but I was watching it on TikTok, apparently, because
that community.
Exactly.
I love them so much. So let's start with keep in mind, few spoilers are gonna happen.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a spoiler-full episode. So there you go. And if you want spoiler free, just go to thekmeal.com. There is a review there.
Yay!
So Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha was directed by Yoo Jae-won and written by Shin Ha-eun. It was published, it was aired on TV and it was published.
Hey, TVN!
We do like a lot of TVN shows.
Girl, so much TVN. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. TVN and JTBC.
I am gonna admit, I had a period of SBS because the dramas they do.
Yeah, JTBC has a lot of crime dramas. Yeah, so
SBS had a lot of
lovey-dovey stuff.
The Heirs was on SBS. I mean, they know my taste. They suit my taste. Okay, so let's go into this. So we have Yoon Hye-in, the actress is Shin Mina. I can't speak. She's a dentist.
Hey!
She's a dentist. So Hye-in, she's a dentist. She is such a lovely person, okay?
She's an independent gal.
She has high ethical standards, and I love her because of that. But she works in this very busy, kind of iffy, price-wise, dental clinic
as in super expensive bougie stuff.
Yes.
Oh.
In Seoul. Okay.
Oh.
So you see how the general manager of this clinic is overcharging the patients, and she's like, "Excuse me, that's not okay," because she wanted to overcharge one of her neighbors, which happened to be an old lady, and she was not having it. So she was like, "You know what? You're not doing that.
Protect your neighbors."
Yes, your lady neighbors. So
not the male neighbor.
Not all of them, but this was an actual lady. She was in her 60s or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so she
protect your grandma neighbors.
Yeah. So she sees this, then she basically stands up and she's like, "I'm having this. This causes a big issue." Long story short, she's basically blacklisted for every single dental clinic in Seoul, and she can't find a job because also she stormed out of that clinic. Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah. So
tough. But honestly, kudos on her for standing up for what she believes.
Exactly.
But I'm sure that the approach could have been better if she was blacklisted by everyone.
The thing is that everyone was like, "Yeah, but DC is expensive."
C'est la vie,
And then she was like, "This is not okay," So also keep in mind, she looks like she's got a traumatic past, but she's got a lot of wounds, like everyone, right? We all have wounds in our lives.
Trauma.
So she decides to go to the seaside, to this little village where she went once with her mom before she passed away, and her father.
Okay.
So in this little village, I sort of got a poor girl. She had such a bad day. It's like everything happened. Her car broke. Then she lost a shoe in the beach. She was just minding her own business, walking around, and then the sea washed away her very, very expensive shoe.
Just the one.
The two. So she was like, "Where's my shoe?" Then at that beach, she meets Hong Dushik by, well, the actor is Kim Soo-no. I love him. Okay, so she meets him and he's like, okay, after she begs him, he kind of tries to get the shoe. So he gets just one.
Helpful.
I mean, better than nothing.
I mean, yeah, but what are you gonna do? Buy one shoe?
Yeah, what is funny is that they meet there and then she was like, oh my god, I can't do this. So he gives him a, like, he was like, look, these shoes, just take my flip-flops. Whatever.
Take my flippity-flops.
The flip-flops were from this restaurant, this fish restaurant. And then she walks into the fish restaurant and the lady was like, why did you steal my flip-flops? You know.
Uh-oh.
It's very funny. Anyway, she
was like, those are my chanclas.
I love how you started to feel the chancla situation.
Oh,
you know, cultural sharing here.
You know.
So, after that, she ends up, this boy is everywhere, literally. Because he is like the chief hunk, as he's called by the locals. And what does he do? He basically is a part-timer for everyone in that town. You name it, boy does it. He's a handyman.
Multitasking.
Yes.
All-rounder.
He's busy all the time, but he's technically unemployed because he doesn't have a steady job.
Does he have like an income?
He's by hour work. It's like, tomorrow I'm fixing the fridge, that's gonna be my income tomorrow. Oh, I have to go and help the ajumas with, I don't know, the octopus, whatever they were doing, drying the fish thing they were doing. I'm gonna help them. Or, oh no, this time they need me to do this. I will do it. And he lives day by day like that. You will have so much anxiety.
Girl, I'm just thinking like, how do you prepare for anything?
Where is my pension?
Where's the pension? Where's the health insurance plan? What? How does he pay for a mortgage? Does he have a mortgage?
No, he doesn't.
Is he renting?
No, his family house is in the town.
Of course, then it's easy.
So, it's not quite easy, right?
Rich parents, you know.
No, not really. Not really. But anyway, boy, he's everywhere. And she's like, I hate you. Why are you everywhere? So
that's a big emotion for someone she's met like what, once? Twice?
A few times because boy's everywhere, literally. Oh. So her car breaks down. She can't go back to Seoul now. And then she wants to go and get a coffee, but guess what? There was a faulty situation in one of the networks areas of big stations. She has no connection, so she can't even pay for coffee. Yeah, she ends up working for the day with the fishmen and the ladies drying the fish. Yeah, it's the octopus. They were drying some sort of
Someone could just drive her to the next town so she could take out cash.
Not just that, they couldn't because the issue was that there was a construction issue. The path was blocked. She was stranded in the little seaside village.
And no one just, gave her food. She had to work.
She had to work.
She had to work for a meal on your plate. That's kind of awful.
Isn't it awful? She actually didn't want to upset anything from anyone because between us,
then sit and starve.
She was a bit of a snob, She was like, excuse me, you people. No, I'm not taking any of you.
She's still wearing the chanclas at this point.
She is wearing the chanclas.
How are you going to be a snob on chanclas from Fisher?
When you have an outfit that is worth like 2 months' salary, you can, You just mentioned your diamond shoes and that's it.
Okay.
So, in this little village here, she, when she's finally able to, try to get out of the village, she gets this phone call from her previous manager. She was like, if you come here and beg for forgiveness on your knees, I'll accept you back because you're quite good. Girl was not having that. She was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that.
Why should she do that?
Because she was literally practiced by this woman. So she's like, I'm not doing that. I'm opening my own clinic. And
I'm sure the country's a lot bigger than just Seoul.
Yeah, but, the most money she could get is all.
I mean, go to Jeju Islands.
She is better than that. She go to the seaside village. She went there and opened her own dental clinic.
She must have a lot of savings.
Basically, yeah. She had to sell a lot of stuff, I think, to open the
that
dental
can be
clinic.
cheap, like the dentist.
No, she was renting the place, but and the owner of the place was the same. Like these people in the village, they have they own a lot of things. So they own like the building. Then the same person that was leasing the building for the dental clinic also had the lease for the house. And then it just went like that.
Double landlord
And a restaurant owner. There you go.
I don't know. I'm asking about financial stuff. I'm sorry.
Because you and your pension plans. Anyway, so she ends up opening this little, very cute dental clinic in this village. And yeah, there she meets like the people from the village. So we have the grannies. I love them.
We love a good Ajumma line.
Yeah, but you know, this line is like Kim Jong-uk was Kim Gari. We know, we love her.
Oh, we do.
Okay, we have Lee Jong-lee. She was Ima Ji. And then we have Shin Shin-hye. She was Park Sok-ja. So, love them. The Ajumas were wholesome spirits, okay? I love them so much. There's this one episode where they want to go to Seoul, right? And then the Hong Chief, Dushik, he's like, the granny want to go to Seoul. Let's just all day trip! So she doesn't, she's like, what? No, no. She's a bit of a snob, right? So you get all the Ajumas in that car.
Cute.
With the boy because he also was going to Seoul for some reason. And then
it's business.
It was hilarious because they have to stop at every stop because they need to to go to the toilet and stuff like that. And then they brought like little snacks also to the car. But she was like, this is my new car, don't eat in the car, stuff like that, you know. So, and then one particular part from that episode is that she's like, a dude was like really badly driving, and then she kind of she swings up with the car, and then she was like, are you insane? Why are you doing this? But it was like a dude, an older dude. And then he was like, yeah, what's your problem? Blah, 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 insulting her. So one of the Ajumas, she wasn't having that. And she took out all of her curse dictionary out in that one scene. She was like, you know what? And then she started to say all these swearing words in line. And we stand because he deserved it. So we have the Ajumas. Wholesome. They made me cry so much. It was insane. Okay.
It made you cry?
Yes, because...
Did someone die?
No, it's just that the Ajumas, one of them, she has a tooth infection and she doesn't want to pull out the tooth because that will cost a lot of money, and her son and all of that. She thinks about the family, but she doesn't think about her. And then she's like, Hyejin, she's like, you have to do it. You have to do it, you know. And then she was like, no, but I'm not doing that. That's a lot of money. I'm not going to bother my son for that. And then you see the full situation and how she's really struggling and she's in pain. And
poor thing.
All of that. And then, Hyejin, she's very harsh about it. She's like, look, this is what you have to do. I'm not here to tell you to do all anything because this is what is good for you. If you want to keep coping with the pain, cope with the pain. I can't just give you analgesics. Anesthetics, I can't.
What is it?
Ibuprofen, anyway. Painkillers is the name. Painkillers. Yeah. Oh my god, it came out. It just took an hour. Yeah, so, and she was like, no, that. So at the end, she's like a lovely girl. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to charge you for the actual piece. I'm not going to I won't charge for the labor. So just get that done.
Smart.
Very smart.
No, from the Grammy.
We can't speak English today.
It's been a long day. I'm sorry.
So yeah, and they're just wholesome. At the end, one of the grannies dies, and it's just so heartbreaking. I could put it. It's so emotional. I was in pieces, crying my eyes out, and then I was sobbing while watching Chow. And it was an experience, people. A sad experience. Now we have a lot more people. We have the people that work in the fish restaurant. We have the people that work in the town hall. Then we have the people.
Jin is there?
Oh yes, he's there.
I love him. He plays the weirdest characters usually.
His character was completely normal here, yeah, but he was okay. We also have people the gonjing coffee by the day and beer at night. It was just lovely. Do you know what? My problem with that coffee shop, it was a coffee shop / bar at night, is that it was so beautifully and aesthetically pleasing. Why wasn't it that popular? You know, like barely any people went.
They live in a tiny fish town.
I know, but still, I'll get my coffee every day. You know, so not many people.
Not everyone is rich. Hello.
That's very true. Then you have the people from the Bora supermarket, Wholesome, and then you have also the Korean Chinese restaurant. So in this drama, you have like all of these people interacting. What I like about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is that they incorporate all the stories within the storyline.
Oh, so you have a lot of side stories going on.
You have a lot of side stories. You have the granny's stories with their families, the one that she doesn't want to bother the grandson, right? Then you have also the stories of like the Hyunjong Raw Fish restaurant, how she finds out about her marriage not working and the reasons being.
Oh, yes. I remember that TikTok. It was something with socks, right?
Yeah.
She had a meltdown over
basically the husband, which is the dude, In Jin.
Kind of a
yeah
piece of work. So
you have like all her stories. She's also a single mother. She's a single mother. She runs a restaurant. Woman's alone lady, successful businesswoman, I have to say.
Girl boss.
And then you have all of that. She's also raising a child, a gifted child, because boy is super smart, and also he has no filter, so he is very open about his feelings and all of that, which is really good. I found it very good. We also have the people from the Coffee by Day and Beer at Night. We have like Ju Han Chul, he was Oh Chun Ye, and Kim Min So, she was Oh Yuri. This little girl, she is in ODG. She's one of the kids.
Yes! She's so sweet.
I love her. She's such a natural acting. I remember watching this ODG video of her because her favorite
with IU?
Yeah. And she's such a good actress, okay? So she was there, and for me, I was like, yes, absolutely yes. You have like a bright future ahead, girl. Work it. So you have also their stories because he was kind of a failed musician. He was a very successful musician at the he won like these Survivor Show, I believe, if I remember well. And then he kind of like tries to promote himself all the time. It's like, look, I won this. Come to my coffee shop. But he's kind of bad at being a barista. So it's like, you have this and that.
Oh, there you have your answer why the coffee shop isn't popular.
The funny bit is like,
bad coffee.
the girl, she's so savage. She's like, Dad, your coffee sucks.
Well, usually children to their parents are,
Yeah. And she's also a fangirl. She has like this.
I remember seeing that on TikTok. It makes sense now.
Yeah, she is adorable. Adorable.
Cute.
Now then you have the people from Bora Supermarket just have like this child. I love this little girl. Super wholesome. Also, she was very straightforward and very like bubbly. Loved her. And you have her parents. You have like Kim Yoo Young. She was Han Yoo Kyung. And then you have Yoon Sek Kyung, and he was Chin Gung Chol. So with that, she was pregnant. Boy, he was like a handyman-ish. He wasn't really good at fixing stuff, but he also had like a supermarket. This full situation, and you also get their story. It's like when she's stunned, and she shouts, and she's like, you know what, leave me alone. There was this one scene where she can't really tie her shoe because her belly is so big.
I also saw that on TikTok.
And then she was not having it, and she had a massive explosion.
Well, if you're heavily pregnant and you can't tie your shoelaces, hello, frustration tears.
Yes.
I would also cry.
Yes. And also you also have the Gonjin restaurant, the Korean Chinese restaurant. With them, it's very interesting because she comes across in the first episode of the drama as a very kind of like nosy kind of neighbor. The ones that love the gossip and all of that. And there's this one episode where she was helping one friend of hers to get more clients for their dental clinic, like in another town. But this person wasn't a licensed dentist. So it was like a kind of dodgy situation.
Oh.
And then you have our girl, Hyejin, not having it, and she stops. It's like, if you do that again, I will basically sue you because that is incorrect and that's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But then you find out her backstory of how she loses her child and how she tries to save like a lot of money because she donates to the same cause that was looking after her daughter before she passed away. So what I liked a lot about the show is how all the characters have the little stories and all the stories incorporate into the drama plot. And it's just wholesome, it's healing, it is so well done, so beautifully written. Okay, and then we have one of the saddest stories is like, I haven't spoken about him at all. We have
the police officer?
No,
Oh.
Han Dushik, or lead boy.
Oh, yeah.
So boy has, I swear to God, he's got so much happening. He's like childhood trauma. Hello, he has no family. His family is the people from the little
Yeah, I was just
town.
gonna say the town is his family.
Yeah.
Fun.
And then he's got a lot of like PTSD, like
Oh.
quite a bit of PTSD as well.
Ooh.
And then you see how his character unfolds, how his story, because at the beginning you just can't really, you know that he's a good person, but I was like, what is behind that smile? Because no one can be that perfect. You know what I mean? So you get to know his past, his very sad story, how he loses like his family, how he loses like his best friend, how everything just does not work for him. And then that's how he decides, you know what, I'm leaving all this city life behind. It costs him his mental health altogether. And then he moves back to the little village, to Gonjin, with a lot of trauma, I must say. But he tries to like heal by not being
That's
there
fair.
and by not being in that environment that he considers so toxic. And he says like, I like living a quiet lifestyle. I'm very happy with my part-time jobs. I don't need the pressure of, being in a 9-to-5 job and having like a boss and working these big companies in the capital, because I'm happy with where I am now. In the discussion, this discussion happens because she's like, oh, Hyejin, she thought that he wasn't even a university graduate. What she didn't know is that he actually in one of the best universities. He graduated, he had like a really successful job, but then things happened, it didn't work out. There were like a lot of people who were victims of scams and all of that. That was during the financial crisis, actually, the real financial crisis. And then he sort of like leaves all of that behind and starts sort of like anew. Then they meet and then they start a
She
relationship.
is quite a snob.
Oh, she is a snob. Yeah, at the beginning, she is an absolute snob.
Yeah.
She is. She judges people by education. She judges people by how they lived. She is all of that. But with the drama, because she starts to having so many issues with the people from Gonjin, then he's like, look, you just can't treat people like that. You don't know their stories.
Exactly.
So yeah, because one of them was the guy that owned the coffee at day bar at night place. She was like, yeah, but your music is not that good and stuff like that. But she didn't even listen to his music,
Mean.
So she was kind of mean as well. And then all of that gets her into issues, but then she kind of learns from it. Also, Dushik, he's like, you know what? I'm going to make you part of this place, even if you don't want to. So he will be like, wait, you're going to the hometown meeting. And then she was like, I don't want to. He's like, you have to because you own a dental place here. Not just that, boy buys like all of these snacks for the people, and then he's like, you're paying for this. And she was like, why? Because you're the new one and you need to integrate with the people. So it kind of I don't know if he forces her, but I know it was for her own good.
He pushes her a bit, yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, she was living there, but she kind of refused to be part of the town because, I'm a girl from Seoul.
City girl.
Yes, exactly. But then she integrates. She starts to learn a lot about their stories. She's a fangirl herself, so she clicks with the little girl as well. And then all of that makes Something Cha-Cha-Cha such a good drama.
It does sound like a very rich story.
It is rich from every angle. It's like every episode. It was not a boring episode because if you didn't have the love storyline, which wasn't the main point of the drama, you had all the other stories working around. Making it so beautiful to watch. Also, cinematography, the place where they filmed it apparently became very popular. Absolutely beautiful.
The OSD was everywhere as well.
Yes, love it. I still love it.
No, copyright.
Copyright, please.
Copyright. Oops.
So yeah, people just watch Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. It was one of the best dramas I've watched in 2021. Loved it, left me in pieces, but also happy tears. You know?
Cute.
Yes. So that was it for this episode of What a K-Drama. We'll see you next time with a new episode. A review. Remember to check our reviews of the K-Meal.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. And yeah, we'll see you next time. This was What a K-Drama.
Bye.
Bye-bye.